I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for being here. I'd like to thank not only God, but Nick McCann as well. Our vision, our everything has worked. Our spell and our spell casting has worked today, and we have brought Nick from the dead. It's going to be a great podcast.
Amen to that. Thank you.
5, 4, 3.
Could it be any slower?
2, 1. Ooh. Hey everyone, it's Reviews from the West. I'm Victor.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chase.
I'm Ryan.
And if you can't tell, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Glad you made it.
Ooh.
Give yourself a round of applause for making it to Halloween 2020.
I just want to say we've made, after this episode, we've successfully done a episode every week all throughout October, and that's fucking tight.
That's really awesome.
Pretty good.
And this is our 30th episode too. This is the big 3-0.
Hey, 3-0
yeah.
over 3-1. Let's get it.
Oh, so yeah.
Gang.
Thank you to everyone who's been watching us throughout the year. It's been cool. As always, make sure you're following us on all the streaming sites. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We got some bonus footage on there that we upload every once in a while. And yeah, that's about it. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. It's about the most effort I put into a Halloween costume in many years.
I can see that. It's really constructed.
It's very
It's a piece of shit.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, it took us like an hour to get here.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, let's see. What else do we got? Do we got any movie news?
Insidious 5 got announced.
Oh, no.
5?
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Patrick Wilson starring and directing his directorial debut. A story set 10 years after the first movie, and Ty Simpkins, the boy kid, he's coming back too.
Huh.
Boy kid?
I thought there's only 3.
Oh.
There's 4. There's the first 3 and the last key.
Do we know who's directing it?
Patrick Wilson. I just said that.
He's directing it. I think he was acting in it.
Did you say Insidious?
Yes.
I'm thinking of The
Patrick
Conjuring.
Wilson.
It's the same fucking
He's
movie, essentially.
He's in both.
It's the same movie.
It's the same dude too.
Has Patrick Wilson directed before?
No, he acts in both.
This will be his directorial debut.
Oh, weird. That's cool.
Hey, I'm rooting for him. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Ginger Snaps is getting a TV adaptation.
That
we
werewolf movie?
We watched Ginger Snaps. We reviewed that on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's getting. I think BBC or some British company's picking it up, so that should be fun.
That's weird. They're digging around for obscure Canadian horror movies, and they picked that one.
So I don't know. I mean, I could see it having a life now. I could see people digging it, but
maybe. But what's next? A Things show?
I hope.
Please no.
Kind of tight.
What do you guys think about the Resident Evil remake with that coming out? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
The teaser.
The fact that chronological is cool. The images they released are cool.
Oh, I didn't see those.
I hope it's good.
It's gonna be
I don't trust
instantly
Resident
better.
Evil stuff though.
I'm
Yeah,
not
probably.
a big fan of I'm not a big fan of horror anything.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
horror video games. I played Resident Evil 4 like a couple months ago, and I was like, nah, not for me. But
How far did you make it?
I made it probably 10 minutes.
I take issue.
Yeah,
Not bad.
that's fine. I have been playing some Phasmophobia though.
Oh.
That's more because it's more fun. For me, it's like I can go in and I can play with all my friends, and all my friends we all can laugh at each other while we're getting fucking terrified by demons and shit. You know.
Yeah.
What is Phasmophobia?
Oh, you don't know what Phasmophobia is?
Console gamers.
Shit.
What's wrong with console gaming?
Oh, bloody everything.
Oh man.
Yeah, okay,
I'm-
fuck me for wanting to play a video game, not
I
obsess over
literally
hard drive
own
specs.
consoles. I literally play Xbox. I'm just teasing you.
I know you're teasing me.
Phasmophobia. It's like a 4-player co-op ghost investigation game.
They made a game out of Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, essentially.
Fucking
Why?
awesome too. It's tight.
I gotta
Great.
get it.
I'll just play that South Park clip on repeat the whole time. If I ever play it.
There's a lot of clips from South Park. Which one?
It's the episode where Ike gets possessed by Michael Jackson and they call the Ghost Hunters.
That's a
Classic.
good episode.
Speaking of Capcom, what about the Monster Hunter movie? That's a hot button thing right now, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, pass. Big deny.
Yeah,
No.
for me as well.
The
I think
fact
it looks
that
fun.
Mia, what's her
It's
name?
gonna be fun trash.
She hasn't.
yeah,
I don't know what's Mia's last name.
Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich or whatever.
Jovovich. Say
She
it
has-
with me. Jovovich.
Jovovich. I haven't seen her in a good movie since Zoolander.
I
haven't seen her in a good movie since ever.
Well,
So,
Fifth Element.
Dazed
Huh?
and Confused.
Fifth Element.
Oh, Dazed and Confused. Yeah.
good on the first viewing, every other viewing.
I agree.
Whatever. Monster Hunter looks garbage. When a minigun
Agreed.
is not the most impressive looking weapon in the trailer, something's going wrong here.
I mean, they're not
Yeah, I
supposed
mean,
to
I
be
think-
in it at all.
Yeah, I think
It's like
that's
time travel.
Yeah,
Time travel, yeah. Dimensional travel.
it's like a Transformers, but for video games.
But it's so ridiculous. But I might still see it because I'm hopelessly addicted to monster movies.
Yeah.
I think the designs of the monsters look kind of cool.
Oh no, for
Oh,
sure.
they look great.
That's the only thing I can say.
No doubt about that. Even the worst monster movies, if they can pull off cool monster designs, why not? You stick around.
Well, should we get to the movies, fellas? Get to
let's
the
do it.
two of them.
Whose picks were these again?
These are mine. Victor's picks. Vic's picks.
Victor.
Yeah.
Victor.
I had chosen Banjo Gyro from, what was it, 2001,
Just
2000?
2000.
And Tetsuo the Iron Man from 1989.
Yeah, no sign of Robert Downey Jr. or Ozzy Osbourne in sight. So, a bit disappointing. Not gonna lie.
Was this before Akira or after?
This, oh, good question.
Wasn't
What
it
does
Akira
Akira got to
late?
do with it?
Yeah,
Huh?
or this was a year before, or sorry, year after.
Akira also features a character named Tetsuo who also undergoes a extreme body change as well.
Oh, true.
I mean,
yeah.
none of the characters. I don't think any of the characters in the movie are called Tetsuo. But not that I know. I didn't pick up any fucking names at all during this movie. I'm going to be honest. But I think I wonder if Tetsuo is like a different, like in Japanese like folklore or some shit. I wonder if it means something else. You know?
Yeah. Not to mention, none of the characters are made out of iron. One character's made of steel, the other's made out of rusted metal. So,
True.
Well, movie's busted then.
yeah.
Let's not review it.
No,
Yeah, we're
sorry.
outta here.
All right, let's get to Banjo Gyro.
Oh,
Shall we?
wow.
Boy, here's
That's
This is
the
what I said
Right.
to myself when I was starting it.
Yeah, I got scared for my life. Let's do a plot synopsis. So, 3 burger joint workers decide to form a band to fight off demons invading their establishment.
Cool.
Sure.
What's it called? What are they? The bandmates?
The teammates.
The team. Yeah, teammates.
And yeah, this feels like a Victor pick.
Classic.
Yeah.
This this doesn't qualify as a movie. It's just nonsense.
It qualifies.
I think it qualifies.
Oh.
I would say this is early YouTube content. Is what this is.
This is YouTube poop.
Yeah, early poop era. That's what it is.
So this is everyone's first time seeing it, except Ryan and me, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So this is Chase and Nick's first time.
I want to hear you guys. I want to hear you guys first. What do you guys have to say?
Where do I begin?
From the start.
A guy. He doesn't sound like the sharpest tool in the shed. Please don't. Please don't.
I'm not saying anything. I'm sorry.
You're talking about Sammy?
He has a name?
Yeah, there's Sammy, who's a new employee.
And there's Benny?
Bill.
Okay, well, bad voice acting, really shoddy animations. I must have not. I wasn't in the. I guess I just wasn't in the mood, because usually I can watch obscure stuff when I have to. But this is, I was questioning my very existence the more it went on. The fact there's 10 minutes of this.
Was it too much for you?
I think so. I wasn't jiving. It was too outworld for me.
Okay, Chase.
Okay, cool. I don't think there was actual voice actors. I think this was all automated.
I think you're right.
Automated?
Yeah. I think it was a robot.
How?
Have you fucking Sam, Microsoft Sam? It's just a change of that.
Never heard of Microsoft Sam.
What?
No.
You've never heard of Microsoft Sam?
There's no way.
It's literally built into the computer.
Is it?
No.
Yeah, isn't it?
Not anymore, at least I don't think.
I've heard voice programs. They sound like Stephen Hawking, but I didn't.
That's Microsoft Sam.
Yeah, it's Microsoft Sam, Doug.
I didn't think it had a name. Shoot.
Huh? It's got to have something.
Well, fine. Okay, if it is a robot, then who was high enough to program those kind of words in there?
It's not. It's all through sound and stuff. It's all a program. So it's all through like algorithms and shit.
It's so strange, man.
It is really strange. That's what I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't grasp anything at all. Like I have no idea what was going on the entire time, and I still don't. All I know is that they thought it was demons, and that's about it. And they're band members, and a man burns his finger off, but doesn't cauterize it. It just fucking disappears.
This is actual toilet watching. Some people have toilet magazines. They read books on the toilet. This is what you watch.
I don't think anyone watches this on the toilet. This isn't like passing the time. Like
no, this is like you watch it late at night and your pants are off type thing.
It belongs in the toilet.
So why did you pick this one, Victor?
I love all things uncanny. And you know me, I just like bizarre things, just bizarre media.
That doesn't sound like you.
What?
That doesn't sound
You don't know Victor then.
This guy.
Me. Little stupid ass over here.
But no, I just like content and films that really challenge the media or the format it's in. And and this is just such a strange and bizarre, nonsensical short. There's just so much in it. I love the uncanniness and the eeriness of it all. Like the restaurant itself that it takes place in is just liminal, and I hate it.
Liminal.
And
is that a word?
That is a word. And just the voice acting and sound design, there's just so many elements I love to it. And I just thought I should show you guys because I knew it would just confuse the hell out of you.
Yeah, it worked. I wasn't confused. I was just lost. Like, it wasn't confusion. I wasn't like, wait, what? It was just, I just couldn't follow. It was like someone was speaking a different language. And it was like, that's exactly what it felt like. An alien. It felt like an alien was showing me like humor on their planet.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
or it feels like someone from another planet trying to explain American humor.
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
It just does not click in
any
way.
It's like a computer program that's like, let's make an animated short.
Yeah.
That's exactly the feeling it gives off. But I don't know. I'm really, really attracted to it. It's just, this is the kind of stuff I wish I could make with animation if I knew how to use it.
Oh man,
dude. Because it's just, it is so shoddy and gross. Like the film looks so gross.
It's
But
disgusting.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I find it hilarious.
It's not uncomfortable because the movie sets a good tone or anything like that. It's uncomfortable because some guy who doesn't think like the others put this to digital video and shared it to the world.
That's what it's all about.
Oh my god!
It's fantastic.
Someone who doesn't think like the others.
Yep.
And that's why we're watching it.
I think so.
Maybe we should have put a cap on such a thing.
Beautiful.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm just really weirded out. This was one of the most bizarre pieces of media I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
So that means it's bad.
Well, it's just not for me. I respect Victor's uncanny taste. I'm not trying to shit on him completely, and it probably sounds like I am. But
wow,
I'm trying to absolutely
not
shit
completely. Just not completely.
If you're gonna shit on me, I want it to be complete. Don't half-ass it. Don't half-ass it.
You're dumb. Your taste is horrible. Don't ever show me shit like this again. Love you. Goodbye.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Please
you.
don't let me back. Please don't kick me off the show.
So here's what I think. Right. So when I first clicked on it, I was like, oh, this is absolutely a Victor pick, and I'm like, okay, I'm down for it. Usually your weird fucking movies, I'm always like, yeah, this is going to be obscure and weird. And I usually watch it with my girlfriend because she's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, bro, I don't know. And so I was like, okay, this is going to be great. I watched it, and this has got to be my least favorite pick of yours that you've done on just the level of like, I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed because it's just so bizarre. But I was like, I don't think I would ever watch that without someone recommending it to me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Thank God it's only 10 minutes.
I would love to see like a 30-minute series of this.
Kind of, honestly. Like a 3-part thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Maybe they do like a show or something as bandmates.
A music video.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like the whole, like the guys at the very end, they're like, they get up as they're about to fight or something. Like, what the hell's going on? They're like,
going on?
I remember seeing that back in the day when it was like early YouTube stuff, way back. I just remember being on the floor laughing so hard. It was so funny, and watching it this time, I usually like just to like see how long I'm like really interested in like one of the movies I'm watching. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna look at the time or how long it's been on until like I'm bored. I did that on this one. I think I was 20 seconds in. I was like, okay, this is.
That's actually a really good point. I do that with movies as well. I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize that other people did that. That's
cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
Actually,
I try to avoid the. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I try to avoid the time code as much as I can because
that's fair.
One, I don't like to know how much left I got because I want to be engrossed in the story. I want to keep going on the journey without regard for time, and also it's kind of compulsory. I'm trying to reduce the compulsory stuff in my life. So, and then I think the time code is one of them. So I try not to do it as much.
Every time I check the time code, there's always 40 minutes left. Every single time there's like 45 minutes left.
You know why?
What? It's like
It's always the second act.
I knew
Everyone struggles in the second act.
Happened with Nosferatu, every single movie.
It happened in A Ghost Story. Shit.
Oh God, I love The Ghost Story, but
that pie was
seen that in
way
years.
too much.
That's a good movie.
We talked about it with Joe and Joe Mason. Shout out Joe Mason. There's a scene where she just sits and fucking eats a pie, and the dude just kind of stands there as a ghost. First off, I love the ghost.
Yeah,
but at that point, I'm like,
see, I wish Ryan and I were in that episode because we really were enthralled by that scene, from what I remember.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean, at least I was. I don't know if Ryan was, but
really,
the commitment to do that, dude.
That's what it was for me too.
I was like,
And the only
he's
thing
gonna do that.
The only thing that I can say that I'm like, okay, about this is that that's a pretty real depiction of like depression and like manic state of mind, is you just shut off and you just need to focus on doing something, and then you're like, your brain clicks and it's like, yo, you just ate half a pie in 3 minutes. You need to go throw up right now. You know? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. But other than that, I'm like, a 3-minute one take or a 3-minute one shot, I'm like, I had to skip through it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Do you think that's another discussion? But Banjo Gyro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have any favorite scenes?
The rollerblades.
The rollerblades.
The rollerblades
They
were
just
super.
got me.
Like, I didn't know that it was just at the end, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, why are they moving like this the whole time? I thought it was like, okay, well, it's just, you know, how the creator wanted them to move.
Yeah, dude.
They rationalized it. Like, oh, they're on roller skates, duh.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
music
man.
near the end too.
Holy cow. I love the scene where Sammy tells Bill that I think there's a demon 100%. His like
Dude,
eyebrow goes up.
100%.
Dude, you would have done better voice acting. Holy crap!
And then what is it? I have the script here. And
There's
Bill's,
a script.
There's a script.
It's like commonly searched when you look it up.
it is.
There's a
Bill's-
script.
Bill says, 100% you say. I will try to find out the powers. Stand back, Sammy. This may be out of your mind. I love that
Yes.
line. Out of your mind.
Maybe out of your mind.
And they just like,
It's so good.
Ryan, did you have a favorite scene?
I like the rollerblades. I just like the entire first 20 seconds is so good that I almost laugh myself out for the rest of the 10 minutes.
Okay.
Dude, just the
This-
culture, not culture shock, but just the shock of when it starts and people are just like, it got me.
I also like the part where I forget where it is. Oh, it's after he does his going into the mind of the demon. He says, Sammy, never try what I just did. The power was too hot. Luckily, I was able to quickly sample my screams of pain. And then he says, after that, come back here and we'll form a music band for protection of demons. And then we will use a sample of my first scream in our song.
Our first song will be called 101.
Anything else you want to note?
I want to
I'm
watch
glad
this
you
again.
picked it.
Actually.
I haven't seen this since more like I want to say almost 20 years ago.
Really?
So
Holy
this
cow.
was a trip. I saw this way back in early YouTube.
Okay.
I don't need to watch this again. I'm perfectly fine with this one viewing. Thank you.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it on PCP or something. I want
I want to watch it on the toilet.
The day
I
toilet.
got a dream.
I want to watch it on PCP while sitting on the toilet.
Did you watch this in VR?
I did not. I did not watch this one. I did not take the after watching Tetsuo in VR. I was like, okay, I need to give my eyes a fucking break for a second.
Mm-hmm.
The only need to break is my ears. This mask is way too tight on them.
Let's take it off.
Now he looks like a Unabomber.
Great costume, Nick. Great costume. How would you guys like to rate this film? What would you rate it?
I don't fucking know how I could rate this.
I say don't watch it.
This is the first one Nick doesn't recommend. That's good.
No, I've not recommended movies before.
Not on the channel. Or
Not
the
on the
short
channel.
films. Short films this month, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
well-
one.
I'm glad to be the first.
I'm recommending it. I'll give it 2.5. It's insane.
I recommend it to certain audiences,
Yeah.
but I do not recommend this for everyone. Yeah, I can't give it a rating because I literally don't understand it. So,
Dude, no. Like you say, you can't recommend it. Imagine being the person that puts this on in a room full of people that do not understand.
Yep.
I'm gonna rent out a theater for this.
Hell.
It would be a nice troll. It would be a nice troll.
Fucking Banjo Gyro movie screening.
So I'm dropping like $600. Gonna rent out this.
Oh, I would do it
for 12 minutes.
We got 2 hours. We're gonna loop it.
The first person to cry loses.
I think there's reports going out. You can rent out an AMC theater for $100, something like that.
100 up. 100 up. Honestly, our theater is doing like Shrek.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should have said that out loud, giving you guys ideas.
I'm waiting.
You can't pick. You can't pick your movie. They have a list, and the list is not fantastic by any means.
No.
No. Shrek is like $99. But if you want to watch like Tenet, that's like $380 or something. I looked into it. I was excited.
Shrek is infinitely better than Tenet. I haven't even seen Tenet. And I can tell you for a fact that Shrek is better than Tenet.
Shrek's completely overrated.
No comment. Agree.
Victor, what do you think of the movie you picked?
Banjo Gyro. I give it 5 stars, and no, seriously, I'm serious. It's perfect in what it sets out to do. There's no flaws.
You, man.
I don't know. Like, there's just no flaws in it, and I think it's just a perfect execution for what he was trying to do.
I love that. There's no flaws in it.
Say that again.
The movie itself being a flaw cancels out any of the mistakes it could have. Exactly. They outsmarted the critic system.
Well, I'm not saying this to be like, ooh, look at me. I genuinely think it's just like perfect in being this, just
in what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that.
So
I disagree, but I get that.
What? What do you disagree about?
That 11-minute runtime
could easily have been a 3-minute video.
I suppose
that 3-minute runtime.
I suppose it is a little long.
The fact he said perfectly and executed in the same sentence as Banjo Gyro. Baffling.
Well, tough luck, kid.
Hey, you do you, man.
So I recommend this if you like going down weird rabbit holes and watching obscure stuff. I would recommend this.
I think that's how I found it.
Probably. It's in a few of those playlists. So.
I'm pretty sure I watched it with your uncle. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
What?
Back in the day.
What?
He's like my age. It's not like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I was like. I remember I watched this with your 40-year-old uncle when I sat on his lap.
We were in the closet. It was a good YouTube video.
Good time.
Good 11 minutes.
I can't even imagine the most bored 4 a.m. YouTube search would get you this movie. This is ridiculous.
It's up there.
There. If you like strange animation, go for it. Watch it. That's my take.
Yeah. Strange. Hey, nice segue. What else you got for us, Victor?
Well, we also have Tetsuo the Iron Man.
Wow.
Thank you for finally giving me a reason to watch this. I've waited so long.
Good. You wanna?
I'll break it down here.
Wanna break it down?
I'm significantly more handsome now that I took this fucking outfit off.
Yeah. Do you guys mind if I take mine off?
Please.
I say whatever doesn't kill you.
That's the only way to do that.
Actually makes you stranger. You look like Tetsuo. You look like the
Fuck it, I'm Tetsuo.
Oh, fuck it. I'm pretty sure that
Tetsuo the Paper Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Tetsuo. A man begins to be infected by metal and machinery before getting run over by a car. In the subsequent days, the man driving the car on the street finds himself infected by the same metal abomination and turning into a bio-shrapnel killing machine. Best I can sum up.
With a big old drill dick.
Dude, we'll get to that. That was wild.
Tell me, guys, what'd you think?
I will tell you, the movie started, and it's good. The whole opening is so. I was just glued. The whole opening. It was so exciting. The camera work. It's so aggressive. It's just the
It
whole
is
thing
really-
is so aggressive. I dug it. It's super cool.
Yeah.
The black and white. I love black and white, and the music was surprisingly good.
Yeah.
But oof, that opening before like start of the movie up to like the conflict with the woman, the first woman. Holy cow.
I will say that's the best thing going for the movie. All the visuals are doing some kind of creative thing. Black and white photography, fast camera movements, the practical effects work. Kind of
they're
off
so
the
good.
chain. Kind of off the chain, I have to admit that.
Very good.
Great body horror.
Very
Great.
off the chain.
Yeah. It almost becomes an assault on your senses. It's the strangest thing. It's only an hour movie, but you feel like it's lasted a
Dude.
whole lot longer.
That's what I said in the group chat. I was like, that was only an hour long.
It feels really long for some reason. I don't know why.
Whole middle of the movie drags big time.
I think
Big
the
drag.
end of the movie drags.
Oh, the final fight? Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't
Big
tell
time.
couldn't tell what the hell was going
dude,
on.
Dude, that
love
was anime. That was just two powerful beings fighting.
Exactly. It was like a fucking Dragon Ball episode.
Were they powerful? I couldn't.
Yeah, dude. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
getting launched
Dude,
It's
like
around
punched
the
him, you like
streets.
soar through the town. That was crazy.
Yeah, jet boosters
That's
in
what
their
it
feet.
was. I
Yeah.
thought it was jetpack feet or whatever.
They had that.
Yeah,
That was
that and
dope.
also powerful muscles.
It's
They're
just a
part
mess
machine.
of. It's a mess of stop motion photography, is what it is.
You know what it is. Okay, cut to there's shots where it cuts to like a dude in like an industrial hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I think that was supposed to
Okay.
be the car, right? Is that supposed to be the car? That's kind of what I took from it. Is that he's in
The
like
car.
he's
Are
in
you-
like the body of the car.
Are you talking about when she's looking at that like organ thing on the ground and you see that guy in there?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I think that's
All
just,
I know is Japanese David Lynch.
Yeah, I could see definitely some Eraserhead like
It's Ooh.
influences, like especially
Big
the
time.
sound design. It's like everything has a sound to it. And even the
sound
guy in that
design.
even the guy in the room in that little hole, that reminded me of that guy in the control room in Eraserhead.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also like Cronenberg influences. It's like
Mhm.
it's all weird as hell.
Well, like I was saying, the visuals are the strongest aspect. Everything else, I think, was hugely weak. There were no characters to grab onto, and the movie doesn't really have a storyline. It's just a bunch of insanity, one scenario after the other.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I could kind of agree, but I think it's more about this is a body horror film, like to the core, like just straight up. Like there's nothing. It's not trying to be anything different than that. It's this. Well, it kind of does. It kind of dives deeper into like guilt and like doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Because they just when they hit him with the car, right? When they hit the first guy with the car, and then they just fucking dump his body.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's being slowly like kind of haunted by the mutation that was happening with the first guy in his like fucking cheek.
Mhm.
You know, I think it was more of a it was this guilt is eating at you, and then till you just become one giant guilt monster and start destroying the town. That's kind of how I took it.
No, that's pretty. I think that's pretty correct because the guy who he hits, he's referred to as the metal fetishist. That's his title
Mhm.
credit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely like there's that scene towards the end where he slams the TV into. I think he's referred to as into the salary man.
Yeah, into on his head.
And lets him see his like how he sees the world and what happened to him, and
That was
let him
tight.
experience that guilt firsthand.
That was
and like
fucking
that pain.
cool, dude.
Dude, that was so sick.
That was awesome.
Another reading is just industrialization as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, listened to something too about it connecting a lot with like the economics during Japan in the 90s. There's
Huge
big time
boom.
There's a
Huge
good
boom.
video called on this channel, Cinema Nippon, Nippon. They have a really good breakdown of like the themes and whatnot of the film.
nice.
But yeah, like in terms of just being like a body horror film, there's a lot of like good and even still kind of relevant themes connecting to the world. But yeah, especially the industrialization aspect, like the metal fetishist, his idea for like this new world he describes, and it's just all
metal.
all metal, and
All metal.
there's that really cool scene where he shows him what his vision of the world would look like, and it's just this miniature set, these like towers and
Oh, what? That's what that was?
yeah.
The narrative is really jumbled, I feel. I didn't get any of that. No
It's
themes,
very.
no...
Go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like this is just some guy wanted to have a platform to try out some makeup effects and just make the most insane reel of effects work imaginable. I think it goes out. It all goes out the window. I think when he pulls out the drill dick or whatever, it was so wild.
It was super
Jesus.
funny, but that's like the argument against Godzilla, where it's like it's not a metaphor; it's just a costume movie. No, it's a metaphor for other stuff.
It's a metaphor for nuclear.
Well, I don't know. Well,
fallout, nuclear effects.
I don't.
Right? That's not the original one.
I don't think
Yeah.
because I don't know Godzilla.
And Godzilla, yeah.
Godzilla, it's definitely nuclear.
Yeah, I'm saying Godzilla achieves metaphorical stuff better because it's a little bit. It's just a better told narrative. You're able to follow it a lot better than this. This Tetsuo is just really jumbled and kind of too manic to see any kind of thematic content in there. For me, at least.
But I saw it in there because
Mhm.
it's
Okay, well, I just
when
didn't
he
see
says
it.
your future is metal, and they like describe all the stuff and they show it. It's just like I grasped really quickly, like, okay, he's turned into metal. This is like the future of everything, and that's the
Yeah.
future he wanted. He ended up saying that, and it's like it's just to me, it was all industrialization.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I can respect that. I just didn't see it. I just thought the movie was too insane to really bother with any kind of morals or anything. But I did like the splatter stuff. So much blood.
It was
The splatter shit was cool.
Yeah.
I think it also has something to do with I agree that industrialization is a huge part of it. I also think it has something to do with how in Japan they have this mindset of just you work no matter what type thing. So there's like they have like at some corporate stuff they have like suicide prevention nets on top of their skyscrapers because people are so overworked that they try to jump out the fucking window. And so I think that has a lot to say where you are now no longer a person, you are becoming a part of the system, a part of this machine. You are no longer human, you are now machine. And
that's such a good point.
You know, that's kind of what I had picked apart at it.
Yeah, that feels pretty spot on. And like too with like the drill dick, it's like that is just taking over his entire life, and not even that can become pleasurable anymore. It's become a weapon. It's become weaponized, and like, oh man, yeah, it's just like completely controlling him. And even like in the beginning too, you can tell that he's totally overworked and stressed out when he's on the phone with his girlfriend, and they're just saying hello back and forth, and then it cuts to like what she's really saying to him, like, hey, remember that guy we hit with the car or whatever? This is like he's always constantly nervous and sweating. So yeah,
There's
that's
so
a great
much
point.
sweat too.
There's a lot of sweat in this. That was like their first like sex scene is like they just got out of like the shower. It is
God.
Yeah, that went on and on
a little too long,
and then
in
it
my
stopped,
opinion.
and then it happened again, and I'm like, Dude, the reveal of that was so good. There's just a table,
amazing.
and you hear it, and I'm like, "There's no way they're doing it." And then they just hold on her, and she's like,
and then he lifts up, and the table's like stuck around him. He's like, ah!
That was so funny.
I just want to back to the sex real fast. It does go on too long. They start moving around the room really weirdly. I thought they were gonna wall crawl like Spider-Man at one point.
For a second, I did too. I was like, bro, they're about to be up the wall, upside down, and I mean that would be a cool. That would be also a cool ass camera trick if they were able to pull that off in '89.
Ooh, that would be cool.
I feel like the reason we feel that way, because I felt the same way. I feel like it's because the movie is so experimental and just so extreme that it's like, this is totally plausible to happen right now.
There's nothing that is too abstract that your brain isn't like, no, that wouldn't happen. You know?
No, it's like they're gonna be on the ceiling in like 4 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you guys like his like nightmare sequence that happens before the real one, where her like snake penis?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was his.
I thought everything was happening in real time. I thought everything was happening.
Mean?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
The snakehead thing.
Oh no, sorry. I'm talking about it's the sex nightmare that he has with his girlfriend.
With the butt.
Yeah, gets his.
Yeah.
I knew that click. I knew that click.
Okay, yeah. You're talking about like the snake, like the drain snake, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like when the head comes out.
No.
No.
Oh my god!
I forgot about the fucking.
Dude, what a! I remember seeing that for the first time and just being like,
Dude, the Evil Dead has got nothing on that. I'm sorry.
Oh man, I was in good. So. Like I said, I watched this movie in VR, and so I was in my VR theater, and I was like, trying
anyone
to
else seeing this?
Yeah, I'm like, you watching this, man? And it's just a dude that's like, I'm like tapping.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, come on, man. I have like popcorn. I'm like throwing it at him. I'm like, close your eyes, dude. Jeez.
See, when you said you were doing VR theater, one, crazy. 2, I thought the whole movie was gonna be your field of view. Like, is it an actual movie theater screen with characters? Okay,
yeah. So it's really weird. So the game, I don't know. It's called Big Screen, and so essentially all it is you get your desktop view essentially, and that's the big screen, but you're in a movie theater. And it at first, like if you look at clips or like shots of it from, like if you're watching it on YouTube, it doesn't do it any justice because you're like, well, that can't be enjoyable. Look how far away you are. But it's it's huge. You can go to different places. There's like you can sit in a family room, a bedroom, like a home theater, and I went through all of them. And there's some where you can just sit in like a galaxy and like watch the movie, and I couldn't do it. I was like, Jesus, this is too much going on. And so I have now my favorite one to watch movies at, and they do like online viewings of shit too. So they'll like because it's like I think it's sponsored by like Paramount Pictures or something like that. So
really
they'll show like Paramount movies and like have live viewings where you can like there's people that will just be yelling during the movie. You can just fucking mute them. And it's awesome.
It's really cool.
It's really cool, and I absolutely made the experience like significantly better for me. I think
I'm looking into that.
Okay,
definitely do it.
I kind of wish your whole field of view was the movie. I would have loved to hear about the headache stories afterwards.
So I can make it my whole view. But I just didn't want to because I want to watch it like I was watching it in the theater. So like I adjusted my like field of view, like so in like the Oculus like startup, you can like adjust where your play field is. Yep. And I adjusted it to my chair in the back. And so I was just sitting in the chair watching VR like I was sitting in a fucking theater.
That's amazing.
It was awesome. It was so cool.
You gotta have us over and try it out someday.
Absolutely.
You know, speaking of acting like you're watching it in a theater, this makes me think. So it's in the 80s. your movies only get released on tape or in the theater. I can't imagine this movie on a movie theater. This wild, this far out of a concept. People be walking out left and right or something like that.
It was entered into a few festivals in Asia, and it got like a lot of great, like pretty good reception.
Probably a lot of special effects love as well.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then like because I guess during this time in the 80s, America was doing a lot of like cyberpunk and like Blade Runner stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and he wasn't even aware of it. What's his name? His name is Tsukamoto. He wasn't even aware of like the cyberpunk stuff that was happening in America, but because we were kind of going through that as well, it came over to America and like worked really well with American audiences.
Such a strange fucking movie, dude.
I love it. I will buy this one. No doubt.
I'm thinking about it as well.
I can dig it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, oh my god, whoa, Nelly.
I love that aspect. It's just so aggressively experimental.
Yeah,
and the whole movie, the way, like, I understand there's stop motion, but the way they utilize their sound design, it sounds like even when it's not stop motion, it has the same atmosphere still.
Yeah, because everything's done ADR. So
yeah, and especially the what's it called? He's feeding her and she's eating the fork.
I was just about to mention that
the
scene.
Sounds in that were crazy.
It was disgusting, and it was perfect.
Yeah, I was cringing the whole way through that. I was like,
"You're really gonna?
That's not gonna feel good."
Fork?
She's like
bite the fork.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like she was biting a sidewalk or something.
She was down to be like, no, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not scared of anything. And she's like,
nothing shocks me, I think is what she says.
Nothing is shocking to me. And then she's like, ah! Like,
identify yourself. Who the frick are you?
Oh
She
man,
was not happy.
There's some pretty good comedic elements in this. There's some pretty funny lines and reactions. Surprisingly, the salaryman, he's trying to kill her.
Yeah,
who's the salaryman?
Salaryman is the main guy.
Okay. Why is he called the salaryman?
Because they don't have businessman.
Names.
No, even then, why is he called the salaryman? He doesn't work a job.
Yes, he does. He's wearing a business suit. You can tell
He wears a suit. He could easily have been going to a
It's avant-garde. It's the impression that he gives off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just gray suits. That's like pretty common.
Sure. Gray suits can be for any occasion. I'm just highlighting.
Okay.
Pardon me.
It's art. When it's up to interpretation.
Exactly.
Anyway, where was I? When he's trying to kill her with his drill, and she ends up stabbing him in the leg, dude, and the neck as well. I love it when she gets her on the ground and she's just like licking him and stuff, and like this is what's weird about the movie. There's so much weird sexual stuff in it. Like the sex and violence is so.
Yeah. That's gotta be.
I love it. I love it though. It's great.
That's gotta be subliminal as well. There's gotta be. I don't know how. If I don't know if it was like shit was happening in Japan at the time or what, but that's got to be some sort of commentary as well. There's no way that dude's just like, nah, yeah, and then they fuck, and then and then she fucking licks him. Like there's no way.
Some of the strangest directing choices imaginable. She starts licking him after stabbing him, and he's mutated into a biomechanical monster.
Yeah. What I also found weird too was that like she decided to kill herself with his drill. There's a scene where, when he wakes up and the blood's just splattering all behind her. I'm pretty sure that was a voluntary choice.
I didn't take it that way. I thought it was he did that in his little blackout state because he kind of blacks out. Because remember he'll come to every once in a while, and then when he feels pain,
she seemed like that was what she was going for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why
he wakes up like.
No, I thought he intentionally killed her. Like how do you stop? She tried to push him up. How do you stop something like that? There's no way she felt suicidal at that point.
Yeah, I don't know because like I think when she lands on him, the drill's behind her. So unless it was like, but I feel like I don't know.
You know
It
how
could
you
have been
can do that?
voluntarily. I don't know.
I feel like the implications that he was asleep because he kept waking up.
Yeah.
That mixed with where they put the blood, and she like coughs up blood when she falls down.
I also I liked how a little subtle detail. It's disgusting, but it was absolutely like effective. Is when they like pan down to his fucking drill. There's like chunks and stuff flying off of it. Disgusting, like truly gross. But I'm like,
that was good.
It was pretty good on the effects part. It's like they're just like, yeah, let's get a couple pieces of turkey and just fucking it's creative.
What did you guys think when it went from, because it's the open of the movie, then it goes to the middle part, and it's that whole segment we were just talking about. What do you think of his transformation through the movie?
Pretty solid.
I liked it. I'm
very much a more extreme version of Cronenberg's Fly remake. How it's a progressive transformation.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, they do a good job highlighting how painful and torturous this process would be.
Yeah.
That guy was not having fun. Not at all.
Dude, the opening when that dude's putting that it's like a bolt into his leg.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I thought that was real, honestly.
It looks really convincing.
Great.
The maggots too.
Yeah. He's just sitting there screaming, and then we see the maggots. The first time that he kind of experienced something like weird with that first lady, and she's just scratching her fucking arm.
God.
And it's like,
that's right.
I was eating like a fucking. Have you had like a hero? Like a sub sandwich.
God, yeah.
And it was like I was just taking a bite, and it was like, and it made that sound, and I was like, But again, remember, I'm in VR, so I can't fucking see what I'm doing. So I hear this like, and I'm like, is that me? Like,
side topic. Something like that happened to me today. I was on the crapper. Was in the bathroom. There's this fly buzzing around, and it was buzzing strangely. It sounded very intense, and then I realized there's a guy with a chainsaw cutting down a bush in my neighbor's yard.
I realized it was just my ass. It was just me kidding, and it wasn't a fly at all.
The chainsaw sounded like a fly.
This
funny. Thing was after my blood and my poopy.
And my poopy.
Go back to that first confrontation scene where he's being chased by that woman. That was really good. That was really good stuff there.
I like that.
I like the design of the metal hand on her and her contortionist acting. Wasn't too bad.
And then when he gets when he zooms back home, just all of a sudden, and she comes out of onto the garage door, and they have that fight.
Yeah,
and then I think doesn't she transform into the fetishist too?
Yeah,
yeah.
She?
Oh no, she doesn't. The second.
Oh
girl
yeah, the
does.
other one, not the first one.
Because he turns into a pile of jelly or dirt or something, and he's just like, "Wah!"
That's right. That's after the drill scene when she dies because she is in the bathtub. I really like how when he's coming there with flowers in his hand, it was so anime, dude. The way he's holding these flowers.
Absolutely, it was very JoJo.
And then the fact that when he touches anything metal around him just crumples up, and he has such this power in him.
So fucking cool.
And he's able to contaminate metal that he touches, and that's how the girlfriend becomes reanimated again. I thought that was really cool.
I did there was a particular shot I liked. I guess for lack of better terminology, we'll call it the hero shot. It's his reveal form of his I wouldn't call it his final form because he just gets crazier from there. But the final form of his relatively still humanoid self. It's a slow panning shot. He's exhausted from all the shit he did, and you see every part of his body is just covered. It looks like a suit of armor, practically. The Iron Man, as it were. And I thought that was pretty cool looking. Nice show of power, nice show of style. And
They had some really good poses when they were revealing him to, like,
Yeah.
through his stages.
Yeah.
yes,
The drill dick shot.
That was
that's
favorite shot of the movie.
It's
Favorite
like
shot of the
perfect
movie.
comedic timing.
I just love how, and it's I love how not like perfectly connected it is to his body. So it's spinning, but it's also like spinning like this and then going like, and so
Yeah.
this thing is like this, but
Thing
also
was
spinning.
out of control.
It's
It
just
was so
great.
funny.
I can't imagine doing even a quarter of these effects. There is just an
Dude, no.
enormous amount of work put into this film.
I couldn't
It's-
imagine finding actors to actually portray these effects on screen.
I'd do it.
Oh,
Fuck
I
it.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's just so crazy too is that like they have all of these wires and pieces of metal and weird goo, but then they,
Yeah.
you throw in stop motion. And so
Mhm.
like that already is confusing and complex, but then having to move individual little pieces and that's especially evident in like the last 10 minutes or so when they become like full like machine goo. It's like
Full Tetsuo.
how the hell did they do that? That's just
Yeah.
like brilliant. It's absolutely genius.
I did want to say one of the final like lines in the movie is like, "With our love, we can do this." I was super confused by that. Is it
Yeah.
like I don't know what's going on? What
Is the is the girlfriend back in the picture? Did they join together in all this madness,
or is it
did
just, it's now a like he's just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gay.
That's
Yeah.
that's another kind of thing in it because I think maybe symbolically there's the part where I think it's when uh that's right. I think it's when the fetishist shows the man the new world and it shows him like decomposing into the ground and like his body is like energizing the city. And then I think I saw that before or after they're like connected by their hands or something floating in space.
Yeah, they're like floating in space. Yep.
So it's like now they have some sort of connection because it's like the salary man, he's alone, can't really function with the girlfriend, like any sort of communication is like non-existent, and like with the fetishist he's clearly trying to find some sort of connection too. So there might, I don't know if there's any sort of like, yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I do think there's something a little bit deeper with their
Yeah.
connection.
I don't know if, like, personally, I don't know how much deeper. Like, for me, I read it as it's just they're one now. They're both metal. They are
Yeah.
one thing. So he says we because they're like a
Conjoined.
shared entity at that
But also
point.
with like
Yeah.
with
Conjoined,
our
yeah.
love, when he says our love, so that's why I'm like maybe it's more than just we are one, but like maybe something else there.
I wonder if he's
Yeah,
I wonder if he's just
totally could
referencing
interpret it that way.
our love as in like our love for fucking metal.
Yeah,
Possibly.
You know what I mean? Not fucking metal, but like, for metal.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of. But
Well, yeah, we are Venom and all that. I
Kind
feel like the odd one out sort of thing. You guys are picking up all this information and whatnot. I personally just didn't see anything that's more in a mindless splatter flick, which is enjoyable. But yeah,
That seems to be how you go into movies, though. You watch them like, and this isn't an insult or anything. You watch them surface level.
Yeah, it's only in the subsequent views do I pick up on stuff. That is
usually
if I care enough about it. This isn't a bad movie, I don't think. It's got charm to it. I wouldn't say charm. It's got
yeah.
it's got things to appreciate. It's got some really well executed areas, but subsurface in the subtext of it all, I got lost through all the blood and machine parts.
That's fair. And it does move at a very weird pace. So like
Yeah.
and very manic, like you said, like some of those scenes where information is being shown, it's like it's really hard to keep up.
Mhm.
So I totally understand that.
Yeah, it's like three crazy things happen in this first scene, and then the next scene delivers 8, and you're still trying to process the 3, and then the next scene comes, 25 of them come, and now you're just getting to the 8, and you have to go back to the 3 because it conflicts with the 8, and you're not even on the 25 yet, and then comes the 40, and the 96, the 259, and... Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Oh yeah, we kind of talked about the snake head.
Yeah.
Oh, is
What
that
the fuck?
That was
the
disgusting.
Is that like the drainage tubing that goes up the?
No, this is at the end when he becomes like when they're formed to one, and this
Yeah.
like metal head comes out of the rubble, and it's like it's at the very end.
Yeah.
Oh.
That like towering shape.
They're in the
With the-
warehouse.
Oh,
Dude.
okay, maybe.
Yeah.
It's
They're just like a fucking pile of like goo, but it's not goo. It's like mechanical parts and shit.
yeah.
It's like metal
Dude,
goo.
Again,
when
I'm
that
still
thing started
processing
hauling
the
down the road, dude, I laughed so hard
Oh,
because it shows it going, and then it's a shot of his face. He's just
yes.
as he's traveling super fast down the road.
His
remember
little gun. He had such a small gun. I was expecting
Yeah.
him to have like,
Yeah, why do you have like a
drill-
Mac 11 or something?
It's an
He
Uzi.
had
Yeah.
an Uzi, but like he had
It
a
was super
drill
funny.
dick. So like, why couldn't he had just like this giant cannon? You know what I mean? It's like,
It's not a cannon. It's
has a
just
cannon on him. It's
He
just a
should've-
drill.
He should have had the dick gun from Dusk Till Dawn.
Or from Bioshock. You know, Bioshock. Big Daddy's got that hand. You guys play
But that's
Bioshock?
but that's his hand, not his.
We don't fucking know. This dude's a
We do.
machine.
We do.
Yeah, we
You
absolutely
see
do.
it's on its arm.
Absolutely do. Big Daddy actually just has a drill dick. It's just hiding.
God. If it was like that and that's his name still, dude, I'm
Daddy.
over the game.
That was
Down like, you know how like he like sprints at you. Just imagine
that would
like,
recontextualize Little Sisters a lot differently.
Oh,
Dude, that with the names
you
of
say
like
that?
all that stuff makes it just terrible.
oh man.
that invented daddy little kinks.
Ugh,
That
Mr.
invented Daddy Dom.
Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles.
I'm seeing that game in a whole different light now.
Oh god.
Anyway, Tetsuo is it's a thing.
Strange fucking movie, and I loved every second of it.
Wow.
I liked when metal was turning and blood was spewing.
I want to hear you guys' favorite scenes if you have one.
My favorite scene is probably I really just like that opening when that dude's getting chased by the woman with the scratchy arm. I love that.
Mhm.
That was so cool. That whole bit. And right from the start when she's like trying to poke at it, that whole segment, the whole chase scene, I love that.
Dude, speaking of that scene, I absolutely love when she looks at that object and you see it from like a TV VCR point of view. And like,
Yes.
that happens like so many times. That happens a few times in the movie, and I
That's-
love that aesthetic so much.
That's
It's
another
so
thing
good.
I like. That's another thing I like. It's swap between I guess it looks like 16 millimeter. There's no way this was professionally.
It's 16, yeah.
It swaps between 16 millimeter and I guess VCR tape footage. That
Yeah.
looked pretty cool.
Fuck.
It was so
Favorite-
cool.
Favorite part though, I guess that chase with the metal arm lady, or I guess his first real transfer. No, okay, you know what? It's the emergence. You know what I'm talking about. It's when it comes out. It's when
You know what it is.
You know what it is.
The drill peepee.
Yeah, yes, that's the one.
I forgot to mention there's that one. What'd you guys think of that one shot when the fetish just gets hit by the car and it shows the front bumper and then like jazz music starts to play and like it's showing the front of the car
Wild.
very seductively in a way. It's almost
That I don't know what Chase just explained that for me without saying anything. That was
kind of reminded
so
me of like a
strange.
sex scene or something. Like they're kind of becoming one.
Yeah.
In a
Oh
way.
yeah, sure. Guy gets hit
Yeah.
by a car. Jazz music starts up.
I mean, that's
Sexy.
like Cronenberg's movie Crash. I mean, not far off.
Yeah,
but, like,
there's some
Chase,
connection.
without unmuting yourself, how would you describe that scene? Yeah, exactly. Same.
Wait.
I big mood.
Gear
I agree with
shift.
that.
Gear shift. Side topic. Crash.
Because it's a
Like,
car.
No, like,
The shower's done.
Crash. The Academy Award winner that nobody likes. Crash?
No.
Okay.
The Cronenberg
Cronenberg.
one.
Crash Bandicoot.
Okay, I've been getting those confused because there was that Crash, and I heard David
Yeah, two
Cronenberg did
crashes.
Crash. I didn't know.
No. See, he's a bandicoot. and he jumps on barrels and collects apples and tiki.
Thought he was a marsupial.
I don't know what the fuck is a bandicoot a real thing?
I think so.
I'm genuinely curious.
I don't think.
I think was he a kangaroo? That makes sense. Kangaroo,
no, he's
right?
not a kangaroo.
He's not a kangaroo.
His legs aren't big enough.
He's not a kangaroo.
Oh.
Do we know? Are you looking it up?
Do we
I'm
have
looking
to
it
look it up?
Is a bandicoot an actual thing? Oh, they're real.
Eastern barred bandicoot. It is a real animal.
Oh, what? Is he Australian?
I think so.
Does he ever talk?
If it's a
No.
Good eye,
if
mate.
it's a
It's
marsupial, no, that's Ty. Ty the Tasmanian.
Tasmanian tiger, bro.
Tasmanian devil?
No, not the Looney Tunes one. The like old gamey one.
I just dropped one in the chat.
That's what the actual animal is
Did
called.
you?
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, there's a Tasmanian tiger at one point too, but
It's extinct.
it went extinct. Yeah.
Back in 1910 or something, like 1912, there was very old film footage of a Siberian tiger.
Oh, he's a barred bandicoot apparently.
Can he play the lute? Ask her if he can play the lute.
Give me the
Dude,
loot.
is he an Eastern bard?
Can it run Doom though?
Those things are extinct though.
What?
Anyway, we should probably get into like ratings or something. Right?
Chase, you
Yeah,
didn't
we're
get
talking
Chase.
about burgers now.
Chase, you didn't give a favorite scene.
Oh, I really like the anime fight scene. I love
Anime?
that. Yeah.
Oh.
Anime.
Yeah.
I like that. I think the drill dick is just God. It's just
It's
so,
unbeatable.
It's so good. I think out of everything that like the entire movie, if there's a part where I'm ever like, when Ryan was talking about like checking the time, I did that like 4 times during this movie, and then I was like, I'm only 10 minutes in. Like, I'm only 20 minutes in, and then once the drill dick came out, I was like, I was just sitting there like, oh my God. Oh, he also says, would you like, do you want to try my sewage pipe or something like that? And I had to pause because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh man,
that's goofy.
But no, I think actually my favorite part is like the final battle. I think it's just so over the top and just ridiculous. It reminds me of like a fucked up Power Rangers episode.
Dude,
yeah, totally.
Did he not give off the vibe of like the final boss in a Power Rangers episode?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Rise, that's what I was Goldar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what it felt like to me.
That.
I think my favorite scene might be the when he's shown the new world and he's like decomposing in the ground. Just all that stop motion work is just super cool. Blew my mind. And then also this is a question
happening.
And this was a question asked by someone, so I might as well just ask it. But what was your guys' least favorite scene? This was asked by Jordan. Sister
least
Jordan.
Favorite scene?
I guess the third act. Most any part of the third act, because I didn't know what was going on, other than there was a fight, and it wasn't a good-looking fight, because I couldn't see what was happening.
Your brain doesn't work fast enough.
It works fast. It works fast.
ADHD brain.
It works fast. This movie was so insane, though.
I would say least favorite for me has to be after Drill Dick. The movie just kind of like slows down when he's just like transforming still, and there's not much happening. So I think some part in there for sure.
I think probably least favorite was just the first like couple scenes. It felt really slow, and or not the first couple scenes, but the first like after we get introduced to the no, I can't say that either because I want to say like that it's that I don't like. I don't know. I actually don't know. I can't really pinpoint a scene that I didn't like.
I'm having trouble with that as well.
Like I don't. There's not a scene that I don't like.
Okay.
I'm muting.
I feel the same way. I can't think of a scene. Like there's points in the movie that slow down for me, but nothing I can like say definitively. I don't like that scene, or that's a least favorite scene.
I genuinely actually don't think that I genuinely think that I don't like the sewage pipeline.
You don't like it, or you do?
I don't like it.
Oh.
I think it's so out of place that
Sure.
it like seems obnoxious. Like it seems like something that you'd be sitting with your friends and you'd like mumble it. Like, you know what I mean?
It's very immature. A lot of that sex stuff in the film.
Yeah.
And that line in particular, it's just like, huh?
Oh man, I had to stop, dude. I was like, Jesus.
What trash can did that come out of?
Oh my god.
We're gonna have to check out some more of this guy's films. He's got one in particular I want to watch. It's a boxing
He did
film.
more than one film.
Oh yeah, dude, he's done so many movies. But yeah, one it's called Tokyo Fist. It's a boxing film.
Yeah. Tight.
I don't know
Is
if
it
there's
weird
a lot of
like this?
From what I've heard. Yeah, I listened to a podcast on it. Shout out Sleazoids.
Sleazoids.
Oh my god! I just realized who the director is. He's in fucking movies. Like he's an actor.
Oh, does he act?
Yeah, he acts. He's in Silence. He's in Shin Godzilla. He was in this movie.
I fuck with Shin Godzilla.
Big time.
Shit.
Oh yeah, huh?
No, I've seen his face before. It's like, fuck. Okay, no, I think I've seen his face before. Maybe it was just those two movies, but he looks like a couple others that I've seen.
He plays a character that Andrew Garfield has like one of the priests in the film, I believe. Not a priest. He plays a decent role in Silence, actually.
A follower?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Well, that's a shocker there.
That's cool.
Sounds good.
That's good.
Cool.
That's good.
But yeah, guys, I mean, anything else you want to add?
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. Let's do a couple of ratings. Nick, why don't you start us off? I feel like you have I feel like your opinion might differ from the crowd.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I like the movie. I liked its visuals. I liked its effects work. But I gotta give this a 3. This was way out there for me. I didn't see a storyline. I didn't see any thematic content. I didn't see any character development. I just saw blood and shrapnel, and that was still pretty entertaining for me.
So I was trying to figure out whether or not so it's definitely 4. Around that, I didn't know if I wanted to give it a 4.5 though, but I think I'm sticking to 4. Just I think if it was, I want to say if it was longer, I'd probably give it a 4.5. But if it was longer, it would need more substance and more story other than just the body horror stuff that we get in this hour, you know. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm definitely gonna look for it on Blu-ray, and hopefully it's on Blu-ray. And
yeah, I was gonna say, do movies like this get Blu-ray releases?
They actually.
This is a huge cult movie.
It is,
yeah.
But also
this is like as big as what is it? Someone compared the popularity of this one to like it's a John Carpenter movie though. It's one of the lesser ones, but it's one of his. They're like it's an equal cult popularity.
Wow, that is bold right there.
It's a big one.
It is. It was actually Arrow just released a box set with like a handful of his movies, but it's sold out, and it's like upsold very expensively on like eBay and stuff like that. So
yeah, and so it seems like you can only like the I see what's his name? His name's Tsukamoto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Tsukamoto.
Yeah, so he there is a Tetsuo out, but it's only I think it's only I'm pretty sure it's only Japan, or it looks like PAL regions and stuff like that. So it wouldn't play on. I think it would play on I'm playing it on PlayStation, so it might actually work for me, but I don't know if I want to spend $25 to find out.
Dude, I'm just at a point where I'm just gonna buy a region free player. I find too much imported stuff that's like really good.
All right. Ryan, Victor, what'd you think?
Ryan, go.
I am going 4 stars. It's so aggressively filmed. The camera work is right up my alley. It's so experimental, and I dig it. It's a little boring for me in spots, but that's not going to hinder the overall viewing. 4 stars, easy. I dig this movie. Can't wait to buy it.
Right on.
Eventually. Eventually.
I think I'm gonna. I gave this a 4.5 when I first saw it, and I think I'm gonna stick with a 4.5. It's 100% my jam. Spread that on some toast, why don't you? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Like from the sound design to the beautiful black and white imagery, there is
beautiful.
He turned the knob to 11. Tsukamoto
Yes,
did.
he did.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's just like a few scenes that slow down for me, and it does feel way longer than an hour and 6 minutes. I don't know
Absolutely.
how. And actually, I think originally this was supposed to be like half an hour long, but as they were filming, they just found more and more stuff to like add on to the script and whatnot. So maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe there's just a weird balance and pacing and whatnot. But
that's kind of funny. They got to a point and they just made it up as they went along.
So I think that's what I heard. But yeah, man, I love it. It's so strange, freaky, and gross. Like even the second time, there's just certain scenes where I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Like this will never not be. This is probably one of the freakiest films I've ever seen.
It's pretty fucking.
It's just there's so much effort put into it, and it's so hard not to appreciate it. Yeah, I love it. It's great.
If I had people over, I would definitely like just have this on in the background, and people can just be like,
"What the fuck is going on?"
That would be good.
I'd love to screen this in a theater, like a midnight showing or something.
That would be awesome. I would love that,
dude.
I'm saying if you guys get VR, you can hop in. I'll create a room and we'll rent out a movie theater in
That'd
VR
be dope.
and play it. We could. It's super cool.
This is the strangest spiritual successor to the Oily Maniac that I've ever seen. What do you think, Brian?
Dude, oh man. We're gonna have to get that movie on here. You or me will have to pick it sometime.
I would like to see that.
I've never heard of it.
Crazy. It's basically this in terms of oil.
Ugh.
And rape.
Replace metal with oil.
So it's just Grimer from Pokemon.
I hope it's Muck. Muck's dope. Muck's so cool.
You mean cum spelled backwards?
Technically, yeah.
Do you just say that?
Isn't it a K?
Hey, you guys said worse shit.
Nope. You guys want to get to questions?
Yes,
we have questions.
I got some ready to go right now.
I'm very hungry.
Same, dude. Are we doing the same thing tonight?
I think we're doing the same thing. We're getting tacos.
That's what I'm talking about. So I got 4. We'll plow through these real quick. So first question right off the bat. I'm going to try to make this plural. Boys.
Yes.
Do you chew with your asses?
Oh, that's a tough one.
What?
I'm going to say yes.
Wait, say it again.
Do you chew with that ass?
Ooh.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I'd probably do.
Probably, yeah.
I'm going to decline to answer this one.
You pussy.
I will not be answering it.
Pussy.
No, I don't want you guys to know.
Comment.
I don't want you guys to know.
Waiting for marriage. That's respectable.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
No comment. That's not a real question.
All right, so waiting for marriage. That's also respectable.
Waiting for marriage, yeah.
All right,
Not waiting for anything.
So here we go. Next question. It's smarter than it sounds.
Okay.
It better be.
Would you rather poo piss or piss poo?
Oh God, I definitely would not like to pee poo because that's like stringy and it's gonna come out like fucking angel hair pasta.
Spaghetti. Exactly.
But poo pee?
I'm a poo pee.
That's
I'm a poopy.
But imagine peeing poo though. That would be forced and rough.
Oh yeah.
You can't.
At least pooing pee would just be like diarrhea essentially.
And it's
I'll take
terrible for like a day, and then you just take some Pepto, and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm good."
Yeah.
But pee poo?
There's no cure.
Possible?
There's no cure for pee poo.
That's never happened in the history of mankind.
There's no cure for that. There's no cure for the type of trauma that would cause.
Exactly. Just
That's
oh
brutal.
god, the feeling though. It's like nothing.
See, I got kidney stones. I like get how that works, and I'm like, that's a hard pass.
Kidney stones. Jesus, I never had one of those yet. Surprisingly, look at me. God, it's definitely got kidney stones.
I've never heard that as a complaint. Now that guy definitely got him. So, the next question. Wait, Victor, what was your answer on this one?
Poopy.
Poopy.
Okay, and Nick?
Diarrhea, because that's a realistic thing.
No,
Poopy.
poopy
Well,
or pee-poo.
Amongst the question, how it's worded, which would you pick?
Poopy, I guess.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Let's go. That's agreement. All right, next question. The horror movie for a Halloween night viewing. 1.
The horror movie?
The horror movie to pick for a Halloween night viewing.
I think The Conjuring. It's a safe one. It's safe. Conjuring's a great movie. You know, and it's
I'm
scary.
gonna take that one too.
Because you don't want anything too scary. You know what I mean? But you don't want anything not too scary. You don't want to put on like, you know, something like Dogs Don't Wear Pants or something like that.
Oh my god, no.
Fucking, that's a cool ass movie though. I dig it. Terribly sad.
Yes.
I'll go with my recent Blu-ray purchase, Night of the Creeps.
Night of the Creeps. That's me and my boys. That's what happens when me and my boys hang out.
No, it's a mixture of 80s. It's a mixture of an 80s college comedy, a 50s alien invader movie, and a zombie movie. It's very funny and it's really enjoyable.
That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah.
Frick. Scream. Oh yeah, Scream.
Yeah.
Scream.
There you go.
I need to watch that again. Damn, that's such a good movie.
Scream is a good one.
That's a genius movie.
That's a good
What you picking, Nick?
I said Night of the Creeps.
Night of the Creeps.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I was half listening.
Typical.
I'm looking at my mixer. I'm sorry.
God
you know what?
dang it,
And I'll mix it
Ryan.
up. Instead of Conjuring, I'll put another one. We'll do. I'll go with The Exorcist. Because that's a classic too.
It's fucking scary as hell too. It is still super fucking scary. I watched it like a couple weeks ago.
I'm gonna watch it again very soon.
I watched
question.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Last question I have is: first thing comes to your mind when you hear beans?
Whitest kids you know.
Beans, it's food. Food that I don't eat.
You don't
really?
eat beans?
Well, okay, no. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Not
I would like you to.
Not
I'm about to stand up.
Shut up. Let me speak. Baked beans. I don't eat those. Refried beans in my Chipotle. I'll eat that. No, not even that. In my Le Palmerera chicken burrito. That's delicious. Le Palmerera. It's that restaurant in Mill Creek. Le Palmerera. Whatever. I eat some beans. Fine. Whatever.
Okay.
What do you guys?
What a conversation.
Dope,
But like,
dude.
why though? Why not? Why don't you
Gang
eat
it up on
beans?
me. Get
Why
out
don't
of
you
my
eat beans?
face.
I'm
I
literally
just said I eat
asking why you
beans.
don't like beans. Why?
Yeah, why don't you like them?
I like refried beans. I had baked beans.
Why don't you like
When I
other
hear-
beans?
I tried them once. I don't like them. I just don't like certain foods.
Is it the? I mean, everyone in the world's like that. Is it the taste, the texture? What's wrong with them?
It's the taste, the texture. It's a bit thick on the gooey stuff, and I just can't.
Oh, I get the gooey part. That's like backwash. It's like spit.
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Tetsuo where he's like, she's in the bathtub. He like connects that hose and just dribbles like saliva on her. It was disgusting.
No, no, that's in my head.
I personally think of our script beans.
Oh,
That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh my god. Let's do that. Why haven't we done that yet? It's quarantine. What the fuck?
The script we didn't
listen.
make yet. I was gonna ask the script we didn't make yet.
Listen.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a section of the script that's doable like soon. We won't talk about it though. Does anyone else have any other questions?
Anyone else? Any Nick Ryan or Nick Chase? Do you have questions?
I didn't get any questions at all.
I didn't get shit.
Josie, do you have any questions for the podcast regarding anything? Literally anything.
If you were to be a kitchen utensil, what would it be?
Did you guys hear that?
This is Ryan's question.
Yeah.
This is a question for Ryan.
All right. What are your
For
answers?
me?
Yeah,
That's for anyone. It's for all of you guys.
Man, dude, like a spoon, you're being used almost exclusively for like cereal, ice cream, soup, chili. Like,
Cool.
not
Ryan
bad.
says
But a specific soup or spoon. There's a specific spoon for certain meals. Which kind of spoon would you be?
I'm a bumpkin. I'll just use a spoon for everything. Whatever.
I'm gonna eat my chili, and then I'm gonna have a bowl of ice cream.
I'll be a whisk.
Hey, I don't have different spoons for different foods. I got spoons. That's the option. You want a spoon or a bigger one? Like,
Well, see, there's a big spoon and a little spoon.
I'll take the little one. The big one's like, it's like trying to like, it's weird.
True.
All right,
Not
Nick, what
trying
are
to
you?
Get that big of a bite.
I'll be a ladle because I live to serve others.
Well, that's depressing.
A little bit.
Okay, not a ladle then.
No, that's
not
what
a
you chose. That was gut instinct. Let's move on.
No, it's not good
Gut
instinct.
instinct. Let's move on.
I choose a spork.
I don't buy it for one damn minute.
I
My
choose that sticker thing used to cook steak on the grill.
They're
my
called
first-
forks.
Not the fork, the two spiked.
my
big
A busted
wooden
fork. I
thing.
got it.
my first instinct was to say I changed my mind and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a butcher knife. But my first instinct was a meat tenderizer.
Mm.
That was my
My God.
That was my because I stay beating meat, you know.
All right. You guys ready for another question?
Yes.
I'm ready for
Yeah.
your answer. What did you say, Victor?
A
He
whisk.
said a whisk.
A whisk?
That sounds about right.
Why?
Because he'd be whipping it
I
up.
don't know. I don't. Why a ladle? Why a spoon?
I don't know, because
I gave a pretty good explanation for why a spoon.
Me too, with my meat tenderizer as well.
Okay.
Yeah, those
I
are
don't know.
good
It just
answers.
it just
you
came to
want to beat
mind.
the shit out of everybody?
No, because I've been beating meat.
Nice.
Ah.
All right. This is by VN Gill or VN Gill. Sorry. They ask, movie-inspired Halloween costume you would make / wear if you had an unlimited budget.
Ooh.
I would love to get a full blown Rick Deckard costume. And with the gun included. And I think that would be my choice with this stupid little tie that he has as well.
Hey, it was a good tie.
It was a dumb tie. It's okay though.
It's the future.
It was the 80s. That's what it was. It was a very 1980s tie. It was, you know, the ones that are like they don't have the point at the end, they're just chopped off. It's like flat.
Hey, if Jim Halpert could get married in a chop-off tie, I think Rick Deckard could do his job with that tie.
Either that or Sully from Monsters Inc.
Mm.
I would love that. Like a full ass
Nice.
fucking fursuit.
I might go with the xenomorph.
Ooh, okay.
You would make a great fucking xenomorph.
Yeah, see my head?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I would go with the Terminator and the skeleton.
That'd be cool.
I can't think of a movie that has like a full suit of armor. Am I just lapse of judgment or thought or what? I can't think of a movie.
You know, there's the movie that came out earlier in this year called Underwater. The dive suits in that look straight out of Gears of War. I'm not kidding. So
That's
awesome.
wild. Oh, Shin Godzilla.
Hell yeah.
I'm
That's a
going
good
as Godzilla.
A human-sized Godzilla.
Full-sized.
My size, but it's like perfect.
I love it.
You know,
one.
you could be the ending. You could be one of the ending.
Oh yeah, where they're like
It'd be
coming
full
out of them.
Godzilla. It's like Godzilla. It'd be a full Godzilla suit, and I can just like stomp around.
God,
Shin Godzilla. The
I
final answer.
I apologize, but I hated the look of Godzilla in that movie. I could not stand
I
the look
love
of
him.
him. I love the
love
movie
his
in
little
general.
goofy.
He just looked like a little. He looked like my cat, like just this
In the
weird.
early
little, like-
Your cat looks like a zombie?
no, he just like looks like just this cracked out, like buggy eyed, like little
Oh,
fucker.
the second form you made.
Yeah, he was a little creepy. I don't know. I whatever. I think that's a fucking great pick, Ryan.
So this one is with War with Cinema, another film podcast.
Cool, awesome, love it.
They had asked if you could direct any kind of film, unlimited budget. What genre? Don't give me a plot. Don't give me a story. What genre would you make?
Horror.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Western.
Ooh.
Either sci-fi or animated.
I might be really lining up with Chase on this one. Yeah. Cool.
I do a sci-fi too, but a Western would be really awesome. Too.
Western. Cool.
Thanks for the question. I can't
thank you guys.
That horror movie.
Thank you. Cinema Flavor asks, what's the best change you have noticed in your podcast?
We all have webcams right now.
I don't want to say me. I
will say Chase.
I will
say Chase. No, I say Chase.
I don't want y'all to
know.
That is
I'm
not
saying it.
That is not what I'm thinking.
No, I say Chase because I don't think this remote thing. It's unfortunate we've been put in this place and it has its issues, but Chase was a great thing to come out of it. Like we got him to even out, keep us sane through the whole thing. So, yeah,
that's very sweet. I appreciate it.
If I could just be in the same room with him, if we could just kill this fucking virus already, so I could get back in the same room with him.
Yeah. I want to say response. Like we've been getting we've been having people actually like. At least I've had people that are just like, wow, I listened to your podcast and I really liked it. And I was like, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so that was I think that's the most improved that I've had people actually approach me about it. So
that's cool, dude.
Along with Chase being in the podcast, like everything echoing Nick, like, yeah, dude, having you in this is like, it's great. It's awesome.
I appreciate it. I love being here. It's awesome.
And then also too, like, yeah, people actually listening to this is pretty insane. Like, I don't know. Like I have coworkers who listen to this. I have, we have people giving us questions, and yeah, it's all around just really cool. Good. Love it.
Loving it.
This is from Ethan Doodles.
Does he?
We got another Ethan Doodle question.
Another one? He's done this before?
On last episode. Yeah. They asked, what made you want to start podcasting?
What? One more time.
What made you want to start podcasting?
I think it was Victor's idea. I remember he just wanted to get back to. He wanted to revive the Reviews from the West channel, and he just said, I think it was either you or Ryan. Like, what if we just did podcast form? We just tried it out one day and proved rather successful.
I think that might be it. I think that's kind of the end of that story. Yeah. Because we were going through so many phases
and like 3 mics, and I was like, dude.
Because Ryan and I had done kind of like a podcast format on Reviews from the West like 2 years ago. We did a couple game related episodes, but this just made more sense, I guess, with reviewing movies. So yeah, it was just a fun and a bit easier of a way to release content, not every 5 months like we were doing.
It was a less what would you call it? Can't think of the word, but it's a more relaxed way to deliver a review. It's just easier, more camaraderie, and I
think the podcast form of reviewing makes things because when you hyper focus on like editing and stuff like that, there's some personality that's taken out of it. Like with us just talking and bullshitting and stuff like that, and of course we edit to do as much as to make it as clean as possible, but like the podcast version of reviewing things, or like reviewing like movies specifically, it just gives you so much time to not focus on being like, well, do I really want to say that? It's just you're just gut instinct, which I think is what the best part about this is, that we don't really sit and have a script written down for what we're going to say. It's just, we just come out and talk. And since we're all good friends, we're able to just bullshit and be able to have a good time with it. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm honestly terrible at scripting reviews. I tried a couple scripted reviews on the channel. I'm not proud of them in hindsight. I get so nervous in front of a camera. Behind a microphone and without visual, yeah, it works. It works.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if this means anything to you, but your reviews that you did on the channel are like some of the best. Like they're I mean, it's because you write so many reviews. Like, of course, they're going to be really well constructed and like you're going to pinpoint each. So, like, don't be hard on yourself. Those are good reviews.
Yeah, but it's just I freeze up and I can't remember my lines as soon as I hit record. I'm not kidding.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. You're fine, dude.
Did fucking monologues for acting classes. I started laughing right before I delivered my first line. It was horrible.
That's why there's outtakes in movies. We all do it.
We all fuck up. Even the Robert Downeys. Even the Robert Downeys.
Yeah. Yeah. And bring it back around to the Iron Man.
Oh, get out! Oh, that's a good one because the Robert Downeys.
Yep. I'm gonna have to screenshot that. Favorite movie that took place in Hawaii. This was asked by Cinema Flavor. I don't know.
Does it have to be the setting is Hawaii itself, or could it be shot in Hawaii and not?
Wasn't
it says take place in Hawaii? Jurassic
Wasn't
Park?
there an Elvis Presley movie that was in Hawaii?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I can't think of any
Park,
other ones.
Well, Jurassic Park was filmed in Hawaii, but it doesn't take place on
Hawaii. Oh, that's right.
You can't think of a popular Hawaii themed filmed Hawaii driven movie.
I can think of one.
What
and I know what you're thinking.
I think we're thinking of the same one. Yeah,
we're thinking the same.
Fucking Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Legendary Godzilla was shot in Hawaii, I believe. But it wasn't set all there.
Oh, then.
It's a tough one. Okay, no, we gotta get to the bottom of this. We need to get to the bottom of this.
It's Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch is the answer. That is the only
it's not
reasonable
my
answer.
That's what
you can take You can take the Elvis Presley movie then.
I didn't see the Elvis movie.
Punch Drunk Love kind of takes place in Hawaii, a little bit of it. That's all I got.
50 First Dates take place in Hawaii?
I got one.
Fucking Sean Astin, dude.
That was a terrible movie. No, The Descendants with George Clooney. I love that movie. It's a very charming movie. I haven't watched it in a long time.
It's a terrible movie.
No, The Descendants is great. One of George Clooney's best performances. A very heartfelt storyline. It's got a goofy sense of humor too. I click with it.
Okay, this is really off topic, and we can wrap it up in just a second. What do you think is George Clooney's best performance, and why is it Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Yeah,
that's one of his best.
It's pretty damn good.
He's pretty good at playing George Clooney. Am I right?
He's really great. No. He doesn't do anything else. He's just George Clooney.
He's pretty good at being George Clooney.
From Dusk Till Dawn, that's his best role.
As George Clooney as a vampire.
No, Seth Gecko, vampire killer.
His last name's Gecko. Is that real?
No, Seth Gecko, yeah. And then his brother, Richie
Gordon Gecko. Is it related to Gordon?
No, that's Wall Street. That's not.
What about Geico Gecko? Is he recorded to that guy?
He should be.
Victor, take us home.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That was dope.
Whoa. Wait, what? What? Oh.
Whoa. I know what he's doing tonight.
His house is haunted. Happy Halloween, everybody.
The lights are just flashing.
Hopefully you're not epileptic there, Vic.
We'll find out. Settle.
We're trying to get the martini here. Everyone's
trying to get the martini shot.
Hey, we gotta get 30 more shots after the martini. Don't you guys know?
Room tone.
Beep, beep.
Let's go.
Wait, someone talked in the room tone. Somebody farted in the room tone. We gotta do it again.
Okay. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for listening, everyone. Thank you for joining us through the month. It was a lot of fun checking out some fun, spooky picks.
Yep.
We're glad to have Ryan back. I'm really glad that you're able to hop back in, join us for some fun. And yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. That's the end of our October special. We'll come back to our bi-weekly routine, November and December. And yeah, make sure you subscribe and following. Nick, you want to say something?
Keep listening. Keep watching us. We love doing it. And we love hearing your feedback and sharing our thoughts. That's all.
Yes.
I'm excited to take a break next week.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be honest. I'm really excited for next week.
I'm done editing these. I'm done for every week. That's too much. Are you want to see the timeline, buddy?
Show me the timeline.
Oh, I'll show you the timeline.
I'll show
it's
you my
brutal.
timeline. You show me yours.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for listening. Good to have you. Bye. Boopy. Bop bop. Have a nice Halloween. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. That's an important one. Don't drink and drive.
Debatable.
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 Keep your kids safe. Don't trick or treat.
Bye.